All right, so today we're going to deep dive into something that honestly could make or break your next job interview. We're talking about how to answer the question. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Oh, yeah. That's a tough one.
It sounds so simple, right? But I think this is where a lot of people really trip up. We are dissecting a YouTube video from Career Vids that breaks this whole question down and offers some winning strategies.
I think it's interesting how a question that seems so basic can actually reveal so much about a candidate. Because, it's not just about listing adjectives. It's really about,
Mhm.
you know, demonstrating self-awareness,
Mhm.
strategic thinking, and really aligning yourself with what the company needs.
Yeah. And the video points out that interviewers are using this question for a couple of key reasons. One is to assess your self-awareness. Do you know your strength? But it goes beyond that.
Oh, absolutely. It's also,
Go work.
what is your potential return on investment? Can you articulate your value proposition? And do it concisely and convincingly. Will you be an asset to the team? Will you be an asset to the company? So the way you answer this question, it can provide some really valuable clues.
Yeah, and so it's not enough to just throw out, those generic answers that we've all heard before, like hardworking, dedicated, team player. Those words don't really tell us anything unique about a person, do they?
Exactly. It's like saying you're passionate, but not saying what you're passionate about. Those words are overused. They just lack the impact and the specificity that I think interviewers are really looking for.
And so the Career Vids video suggests a set of 12 power words as alternatives. But instead of just listing them all out, let's kind of break them down into categories so we can really look at, what skills are they representing and why are those skills so important in today's workplace?
I like that. Yeah, let's do it.
So let's start with words that I think kind of fall under the category of work ethic. We've got dedicated, industrious, self-disciplined, dependable. All of these words, I think, speak to your reliability, commitment, ability to kind of deliver consistently. And I think in a world where remote work and flexible schedules are becoming more and more common, demonstrating those qualities is even more crucial than ever.
Yeah, it's like employers need to know, can I trust this person to get the job done, even when no one's looking over their shoulder?
Exactly. So let's move on to problem solving. Here we have resourceful, proactive, and results driven. And these words highlight your ability to think critically, anticipate challenges, and find solutions. So it's not just about following instructions, it's about taking initiative, coming up with innovative approaches. Companies want people who can adapt to change, navigate ambiguity, and really drive those positive outcomes.
Totally. And that kind of leads us to our final category, which is interpersonal skills. So the words in this group, collaborative, adaptable, innovative, detail-oriented, all of these words speak to your ability to work effectively with others, communicate clearly, and embrace different perspectives.
Yeah, and these skills are essential in any workplace, but especially in today's world. Everything is so collaborative. Everything is so interconnected. So whether you're working remotely or in person, being able to communicate effectively, build strong relationships, contribute to a positive team dynamic, all of that is critical.
It's interesting how these seemingly simple words can signal a deeper understanding of, what's happening in the workplace these days. It's like you're speaking the language that employers are looking for.
So we've got these 12 power words, but how do we actually choose the right 3 to create that perfect snapshot of ourselves professionally?
Yeah, that's where the strategy comes in. And the Career Vids video really emphasizes tailoring your answer, both to the specific role that you're applying for and the company culture.
Okay, so let's unpack that a little bit. How do we actually start, weaving those elements into our response?
Well, first, you really want to dissect that job description. What skills and qualities are they really emphasizing? And choose words that directly address those needs.
So if a job description mentions needing someone who can, manage multiple projects under tight deadlines, words like self-disciplined and results-driven might be some strong contenders.
Exactly. You're showing them that you understand the demands of the role and that you're equipped to handle them.
And what about aligning with company culture? How do we even get a feel for that?
It's like detective work. So look beyond the job posting itself. Explore their website, social media, even look at employee reviews. What values do they highlight? What kind of language do they use?
So if a company prides itself on, innovation and agility, maybe adaptable or innovative would resonate more strongly than, say, detail-oriented.
Right. You're demonstrating that you've done your research and that you're genuinely interested in their work environment.
Okay, so we've identified some strong contenders based on the job and the company. Now the video also gives us a couple of example answers, so let's break those down and see what makes them so effective.
Yeah, let's do it.
So one example is self-disciplined, dedicated, and resourceful. And I think those words really work together to paint a picture of someone who's reliable, committed, and able to overcome obstacles.
Yeah, it creates a really strong impression.
And the other example they give is commercially focused, responsive, and collaborative. And that one feels very tailored to a specific type of role.
Right. That combination highlights an understanding of business goals,
Mhm.
a customer-centric approach, and the ability to work effectively as part of a team.
These examples are great, but I think it's that next step that really trips people up. How do we go beyond just reciting these words and actually infuse our answer with authenticity?
I think the key is to think of those words as launching points for telling a mini story about yourself.
Oh.
So instead of just saying, I'm dedicated, give a brief example that demonstrates your dedication.
So instead of just saying resourceful, you might say something like, I'm resourceful like that time I had to find a last-minute solution for a major client issue and managed to pull it off.
Exactly. You're giving context. And grounding those words in real experience, it makes your answer more memorable and more believable.
It also shows that you've taken the time to prepare and that you're really thinking about how your skills translate into value for the company.
And don't underestimate the power of practicing your answer out loud. It can help you identify any words that feel awkward or forced, so you can find the ones that truly resonate.
What I'm realizing is that this three-word exercise, it's actually useful even beyond interview prep. It really forces you to think about your core strengths and how you want to present yourself professionally.
Absolutely. It's about distilling your essence as a professional
Yeah.
into its most potent form. So to all our listeners out there, I challenge you to go beyond just prepping for that next interview. Take some time to really consider what three words authentically capture your unique value proposition.
It's a great exercise in self-reflection. I think can even help you identify areas for growth or, development.
And what's fascinating is that those three words, they can kind of evolve over time as you gain new experiences, as you refine your skills. It's not about fitting yourself into some box. It's about, identifying those core attributes
Yeah.
that make you stand out.
Yeah, it's like a personal branding exercise,
Right.
but for your career.
Exactly.
Mm.
And when you can articulate those core strengths clearly and concisely, it not only helps you ace those interview questions, but it also gives you a sense of direction and purpose in your career journey.
It's like having a compass that guides you towards opportunities that really align with your true potential.
Absolutely. Something else that really struck me about the Career Vids video was
Yeah.
the emphasis on confidence. It's not just about choosing the right words, it's about delivering them with conviction.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, if you don't believe in your own strengths, how can you expect a hiring manager to?
Exactly. It's about owning those words, embodying them, letting your passion shine through when you're genuinely excited about the opportunity and confident in your abilities. It shows.
It's like that saying, enthusiasm is contagious. When you're passionate about something, it's hard for other people not to get swept up in it.
And that kind of energy can make all the difference in an interview setting. It sets you apart from those who are just reciting rehearsed answers.
So it's not just about what you say, it's about how you say it. It's about the energy you bring to the table and the story that you tell about yourself.
And that story, condensed into those three powerful words, could be the key to unlocking incredible opportunities.
Well, this deep dive has been a real eye-opener. I think we've all gained some really valuable insights into not just how to answer this common interview question, but also how to think more strategically about our careers in general.
It's amazing how much we can learn from even the simplest of prompts, right? And it really just highlights the importance of continuous learning and self-reflection, whether we're actively job searching or just navigating our professional paths.
Absolutely. So to all of our listeners out there, we encourage you to take these insights and apply them to your own journey. Reflect on those three words that capture your unique essence and use them to guide your next steps, whether it's acing that interview, pursuing a new opportunity, or simply owning your strengths in your current role.
Remember, your career is a journey, not a destination. Embrace the challenges, celebrate the wins, and never stop learning.
And that's a wrap on another deep dive. We'll see you next time for another insightful exploration into the world of knowledge. Until then, happy learning.